Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be talking about wisdom today, teaching on the subject of wisdom. Hope that you are encouraged. I hope that you are edified. I hope that you are elevated in your walk. Come into greater awareness with the teaching I bring to you today. The topic of wisdom, the issue of wisdom. Proverbs loudly declares in the Bible that in all our getting get wisdom, and all our getting get understanding. It's the principal thing. And that we need to attain unto wisdom. We need to, in our walks, be getting wisdom so that we have the likelihood of a better life, greater life than we have now. It gives the likelihood of such a thing. And that we build the house in Christ, on the rock of Christ. We build the house with wisdom. With wisdom, attaining understanding, prudence, good sense, and discretion. Thereby, by wisdom that we attain, it's important that we look at wisdom. There's more to life than what we can feel, see, sense, and taste, and touch of the natural. There is a spiritual world. There is a spiritual world around us. Heaven and hell. The forces of heaven, the forces of hell. And we are in between these two choices. God says in His Word that He sets life before us, life and death. Therefore choose life. In the walk of wisdom, we are in the pursuit of that life. We are in the pursuit of walking out life in our lives. We are subject to circumstances like Job in the wisdom books. Job illustrates to us circumstances and situations that may be out of our control. But I think Job handled nicely not to blame God. It's important that with certain circumstances and situations that we need to walk wisely in that regard. Wisdom gives us the likelihood of walking in life, a life worth having. It in wisdom gives us the attributes to us, the attribute of investment. Wisdom invests. Wisdom corrects. Wisdom gives to us understanding. Wisdom gives to us discretion. Wisdom gives to us an understanding of difference. Wisdom can differentiate between foolish and wise, investment and a gamble, wealth and riches. Wisdom can handle well what it has been given. We need to ask God for wisdom. We need to ask God for wisdom that He gives, a spiritual wisdom. It is not experiential necessarily in its sum total, but is it is spiritual as well. Gray hair does not give us wisdom necessarily, but wisdom is given to those who ask. The Father giving us bread instead of a serpent, bread instead of a rock. Wisdom is a commodity better than fine gold and silver. Wisdom brings to us these qualities. Wisdom is to be valued on others, to be valued on ourselves. Wisdom understands how to recognize difference, how to honor people, how to treat people. Wisdom treats people well. Wisdom understands that you reap what you sow. Wisdom is understanding in that way. Wisdom understands through its due diligence that you reap what you sow when you sow, later as you sow. That wisdom understands that we live in a world of seed time and harvest, and you will reap that in which you sow. Remembering that the person of Jesus is different from the principles of Jesus. And when we honor the principles of Jesus, it dictates our success. When we honor the person of Jesus, it dictates our longevity, our length of days. It can dictate us going to heaven or hell. Our length of days being dictated, by honoring the principles of Jesus. And whether we go to heaven or hell is the person of Jesus and what happens within our heart. The principles of Jesus can dictate our relationships in life, our wealth, our success. Wisdom delivers unto us an ornament of grace upon our head, our life's work, our life's success, what we treasure most, can give to us an ornament of grace upon our head. It brings to us what we value and focus on and esteem most. Wisdom can bring that to us. Wisdom is valuable in nature. Wisdom is essential. Wisdom brings to us these commodities, these assets. Wisdom invests. Wisdom does not gamble. Wisdom attains wealth instead of riches. Riches being fleeting, wealth being generational. Wisdom is the principal thing. In all our getting, get wisdom. Wisdom helps others when we ourselves are hurting. It sows where it wants to go. Wisdom understands that to invest in places where it wants to see a return. Wisdom sees where it wants to go and sows into its future. Wisdom is prudent. Wisdom is discretion. It just has discretion. Wisdom is wise in that way. We need wisdom, every one of us. We need humility and understand that we all need greater levels of wisdom. Ecclesiastes talks about the misnomers of life, but all in all, we need to be pursuing greater wisdom. The premise there being something that is not set, that we need to be ever learning. Wisdom learns from its pain. Wisdom learns from other people's pain as well. Wisdom attains unto itself counselors, like Proverbs admonishes us. Wisdom attains unto itself mentors and learns from those mentors' pain. Wisdom is prudent in that way. We need wisdom, all of us. We need the humility that comes from sitting down, being quiet, and learning from other people's lives. People that are wiser, smarter than our own lives and self. Wisdom brings to itself friends, connections that stretch us, grow us. It attains counsel that is greater than its own counsel, greater than its own place of where it's at in life. It sees into the future a bit, and its assessments of where this going to take me on its decisions. Is this decision an asset? Is this decision a liability? Is this decision a gamble? Or is this decision an investment? Is this decision wasting my time? Or is this decision redeeming the time? All in all, we need to understand that we need wisdom. It will build our lives. It'll build a life worth having. It'll bring to us reward, wisdom from Jesus. Jesus rewards the wise. Jesus has a reward for the wise, and we need to attain that wisdom in that way as well. Wisdom here, and I admonish you here, ask for wisdom from God. He gives it freely to those who ask. And we need to focus on it, pursue it from God. Search for it in the scriptures, study on it, look after and search for it. Wisdom brings to us much more than what I've talked about today, and is much more of maybe an asset that I've indicated today. But wisdom will bring success into your life, in your relationships, in your walk. Look after, study after, search for wisdom. This is Jonathan Burns Ministries. I'm Jonathan Burns. Thank you for viewing.